What's good, YouTube? Part 3. Y'all asked for it. I deliver. Dream Team full documentary 1992. I don't know why I said it like that. Like, comment, subscribe, like the video. Make sure to like this video and to subscribe to this channel. We're getting at least 2 videos a week for all of December. Now that I promised that, I have to deliver. Even though it is finals week, I'm trying my hardest to still post. I got a lot of schoolwork stuff to do, and I got a lot of at-home business to handle. Let's just get straight into it, not waste any more time.
Like a foregone conclusion to just about everyone.
Oh yeah, and if you missed part 1 and part 2, the links are up here. So yeah, click those.
Including their first opponents, who were completely in awe before the game even started.
The Cuban team spontaneously drops to its knees as if 12 popes had come by on Easter Sunday. At that point, the idea that this is merely a basketball game has been ripped asunder.
It was a surreal feeling. They're like, dude, we're here to kick y'all behind. And they want to take pictures with you.
Oh, it's one of these.
Magic and Larry come out together, 2 guys that had saved the league. They wouldn't even be playing this game without those 2. And Magic passed the ball. Larry makes the first basket.
Vader.
I mean, it just didn't get any better than that.
The U.S. was off and running, and the result was a thing of beauty.
Johnson leading the break.
That's an amazing pass.
And no one seemed more excited to be sharing the court than the co-captains. Opening night was a smashing success, with the outcome never in doubt.
Bullet from Magic.
And late in the game, fans in Portland decided they wanted a curtain call from a 3-time MVP.
The crowd start cheering, Larry, Larry, Larry.
Larry Bird was a favorite in Cuba? That's what they are, right? Or they're somewhere else.
And as he'd done so
just
many
playing
other times
Cuba.
in his career, Larry Bird rose to the occasion.
Jordan with the behind the back save. Here's Bird.
Corner.
You just knew that Larry Bird was not going to miss that shot.
It was a virtually flawless performance. The final margin of victory was 77 points. And Magic and Bird had led the way. For Magic in particular, after a year out of the game, the victory had a special kind of meaning.
Living with HIV, never even thinking that I would ever have a chance to play basketball again, and then basketball for the United States. It was therapy for me, and I needed that in the worst way.
And then there was the matter of making sure Michael Jordan knew he was back as well.
Yeah, you hear what the captain said? The captain say, sit down, or this boat is gonna sink.
That's right, have a seat, because you're gonna fall, and then it's gonna happen.
That's the seniority right there.
I know, it's
with Magic and Michael, there was that little extra something there, and something kind of to prove to each other.
I took it upon myself to always shoot with Michael. Okay, MJ, free throws today. Who was the first one to 50? Or we had little games. Who was the better shooter?
Who's the better shooter in your opinion? Magic or Michael? I'll say Michael.
He didn't want to relinquish that control of the 80s, in a sense, even though we were going into the 90s.
Don't touch the phone. One hand, don't touch it.
They out here playing horse.
He just come off missing a whole year. So it was who can win, who's gonna have the bragging rights by the end of this trip.
You can't get too close to Michael, it's a foul.
You haven't committed a foul in almost a year and a half, man. How can you talk?
Michael's always tried to let people
That's
know that he's a
hilarious.
top
They
dog.
say you get too
And-
close to
and
Michael, it's a
whatever.
foul.
That's just his competitive mode.
I'm the young guy with the elder statesman. These old guys, they got arthritis. They can't stand in one spot too long.
He's a young puppy. I'm the big dog here. Whatever I say goes.
While the winner
Interesting
of Magic and
relationship,
Michaels,
I
can you
guess.
top this challenge remained in doubt. When it came to facing the competition in the Tournament of the Americas, the team stood united.
When we took the court in Portland, which, we're on home ground, we wanted to showcase to the fans who would be representing them.
The lead is 30. Steele, Jordan.
Too easy.
I'm gonna send a message around the world today that y'all can give it up. You foreigners can give it up.
Mullen with the steal. Stockton as Mullen goes the other way. Excellent. Stockton set him up perfectly.
The Americans won their 6 games at the tournament by an average of 50 points.
All right, Larry, your impressions of tonight's game.
The gold medal was no surprise. But what was unexpected was the team's interactions with their opponents, who showered them with adulation before, after, and even during games.
Magic Johnson and Oranga shaking hands after the shot.
It's the same thing with African countries
Tournament of the
right now
Americas,
for
sir.
the World Cup. I remember I saw, what was it? One of the Ghanaian coaches took a picture with Son. I'm pretty sure Nigeria does that too. Whenever they go into like big top players in the World Cup, they're always like taking pictures and like being friendly before and after. They have they have no pride in them, I guess.
Served its purpose. The U.S. had qualified for the Barcelona Games and given the world its first glimpse of what was coming later that summer.
I want to say this is just a small step to what our goal really is, to get to Barcelona, win the gold medal, and bring it back where it's supposed to be. Thank you.
On July 18th, 1992, with the Barcelona Olympics a week away, the U.S. men's basketball team headed overseas.
Straight back into the left. Private room. Follow Irvin.
They would hold several days of practice in Monte Carlo and play one more tune-up before heading to the Olympics. The luxurious setting on the Mediterranean Sea was fitting for what already may have been the world's most famous team.
John Stockton.
Monte Carlo is one of those glamorous cities, and here we were with the most glamorous team ever. So it's kind of a rock star-ish kind of a thing.
The players were relaxed and confident, and willing to admit there was more to the trip than just basketball.
I don't worry about playing basketball. That comes naturally. I just want to have fun. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan. This is like spring break in the ghetto.
The opulent resort town was a playground waiting to be explored.
Oh
And the
no.
players weren't shy about enjoying themselves.
No, no.
Y'all filming me? Now look.
The scene in Monte Carlo was great.
Dang,
It's
Scotty, what are you turning around for, boy? Bro, keep your
I
eyes
was down on the
forward.
beach with this
Nah,
guy,
I'm joking.
Trying to enjoy some of the scenery.
That was
Down on the
creepy.
beach,
Why
just
did he
kinda
say it like that
trying to
and
enjoy
raise his
some of
eyebrows?
the scenery.
Yeah.
Paradise.
Talking about paradise.
Team in the NBA should try.
Oh no, that is. Why is it? He looks like a creep, bro. He just. Talking about some paradise, and then look, all these girls, and then this, he just standing there with a camera. Oh nah, bro, something. Nah, that's that. Something about this just feels off.
They should train here, actually. They need to get a team here.
Every day we got back to practice, we made a beeline to the swimming pool because all those girls were laying out topless.
I'm gonna be in that pool so much the next 2 days. I don't think I'm on the swimming team in Barcelona.
We're all out there with our significant others, and all these women walking around topless coming, can I have an autograph? So I signed it, and Michael pops me and tells us, see, usually you tell everybody no, but because this lady coming over topless, you're gonna sign her autograph. My wife looking at me like,
The best part about it was Patrick Ewing buying a beer at the pool.
They are folding.
$7 a beer. I never heard of that.
course, Patrick didn't drink. He didn't know how much beer was.
One thing you don't want to do is drink beer with Larry Bird. And Larry Bird drinks Budweiser, which Budweiser is the strongest beer in the world. And my head hurt for like 2 days.
2 days is
They
crazy.
were used to being opponents, but Monte Carlo was proving to be the perfect place to find common ground.
I got the coach that we get to go first.
Michael Jordan enjoys his golf.
Of course, the
as
golfer.
did Chuck Daly.
I got the coach with me, man. I got carte blanche, you know what I mean?
Michael and Chuck played almost every single day, if not every day.
Come off the hill. That may be green, Chuck.
Chuck was playing his practice schedule around our golf time. That, to me, was ideal. Play a little bit of basketball, play a little golf, and you're in Monte Carlo.
Yeah, it sounds like a basketball.
The relationship that a head coach has with his main guy is incredibly important. Chuck's ability to get Michael is amazing because think of how bitter enemies they had to be. Chuck devised the defense that drove Jordan out of his mind. And yet, here they are playing golf together.
Jordan could really have unbelievably bad feelings towards Chuck. Chuck understood that, and he embraced them.
Chuck, yeah. I mean, I gotta give you this. I mean, I gotta give you
We shoot 72. I watched that.
That was a bonding thing for me and Chuck. Always been a thing that I treasure just as much as being a part of the team.
For Jordan, golf was only one part of the whirlwind schedule, which his teammates were discovering was just the way he liked it.
What are you doing today, Amstrad? What you gonna do? You wanna sleep? I remember thinking that. Does this guy ever sleep?
Golf, 36 holes. I'm playing it tomorrow, too.
He would do more things and be ready to practice and play as much as anybody.
Jeez.
The thing that I remember the most was going out and playing golf with Michael Jordan before a game. And I thought, and I'm going to be exhausted tonight. And Michael just had ridiculous energy and was phenomenal. I felt like I was running in quicksand a little bit. And so, it gave me a whole nother level of respect for kind of the freak of nature that he really is.
Grab that plate of food, Jim.
So
cards
Michael
in
didn't
Magic
sleep.
Room till 5 o'clock in the morning, pretty much every night. It was so much fun.
Right, homie? Yeah, I'm tired.
He's like a bionic guy, or he'd play cards, play golf, play basketball.
No sleep. Wow.
I don't know when he ever slept. Finally, after a ball game, he was just lying down. And I looked at him, I said, I think that's the first time he's gone to sleep on the whole trip.
Just stayed awake the whole time.
After a few days in Monte Carlo, the players returned to the court for an exhibition against the French national team.
Everybody had their eyes on one team. You could feel that it was just such talent, such incredible skill, and it was just such a pleasure to watch.
The Americans won the game easily, even if their performance was far short of seamless.
It wasn't a great game. A lot of sloppy passing. I didn't like any of it.
It was a terrible game, and U.S. looked half interested. And so Chuck kind of the next morning in Monte Carlo, even though everybody was a little hungover and tired, had to really kick their butt.
Chuck says, okay, this is what's going to happen. We're going to play it like a real game. We're going to play 4 quarters.
We had me, Scotty, Mullins, Bird, and Patrick. And Magic had his 5. We weren't going to change that team at no point in time. You got your 5, I got my 5.
We gave them the college guy. You can have Christian Laettner. We don't want him. You can have him.
He's just over there waiting to tag in. But it was about pride. And the college kid couldn't help either one of the teams.
Michael Jordan called Clyde out and went at him. Tell him, this is what I'm going to do to you. Fall away jumper, good. What did I tell you? So I said, no, Clyde, you better get him back. You better get him back. Charles Barkley said, I want to take Karl Malone now. So Charles gets it.
Spin move, pump
jumper,
up.
good. I said,
Carl, you gotta get him back. You better go down there and get him back.
You gotta get your get back. You know what I mean?
Jump shot. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing, Barkley. So then I came down.
He said,
His energy is real high. He feels like he's in an
oh,
opportunity
no.
to prove himself.
That's funny.
Showcase that, hey, look, I'm still Magic Johnson. I still dominate this game.
That's all right. That's all right. We go from here.
Magic, same. You ain't the guy, and we got other players in this gym.
Don't be cheating on me.
It doesn't take much to get Michael going. Just a little something to tweak him, and it's on.
Oh, boy.
He never liked to lose. Mike always got that look. When you see that look.
So even the practices, I promise you, these practice games, the practice games were probably more intense than the Olympic games. That's what it seems like, because they seem more, I guess, alive.
Ball and get out the way.
As much as it was 5-on-5, you could see in Monte Carlo that it was gravitating towards, okay, Michael and Magic.
Magic was hesitant to surrender his place on the mountaintop. And Michael, being Michael, he needed to say, no, I'm on the top of the mountain now.
Magic was saying, look, NBA's not yours yet. You know, I'm still here. Michael's like, no, it's over. This is mine. And the funny thing was Larry was sitting on the side going, it's his.
Wrestling is back.
Chuck realized the competition aspect was getting a little bit high.
Killing everybody on our squad.
He wanted to end practice, but Magic didn't want to end because he wanted to keep playing because we just kicked his ass.
How you like that ass kicking we gave you?
No. Come on now.
Well, y'all got the first quarter of practice.
By the time practice was over, even Magic had to acknowledge basketball's landscape had been changed forever.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in, and he says, "There's a new sheriff in town."
That's tough.
And we both hit each other like, well, he's not lying.
All right, we're gonna stop it there. I might react to the rest of it all in one take. I have like, what, 28 minutes left? So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I guess it seems like they built a lot of new relationships because, you know, off of the Olympic team, they were all enemies. So I guess Monte Carlo was more of like a team building chemistry thing, and it definitely seems like it worked. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.
I'm just talking on this beat, like it's just you and just me. We can say it's side of the beef.